We just started the second season of Tsubasa Chronicle.
Yeah!
I love that show.
That makes sense.
And let's see. Working on a show called Wallflower. That's just crazy. That show is crazy. And let's see. I know there are several others. Why do they slip my mind all
Hold
the
on!
time? Well, I would love to tell you that I was working on that show, but I can't say anything.
Come on, kid!
So,
we will start with building and making
I was standing in the lobby of Funimation with a bomb strapped to my chest. I have to play him! And then the authorities came and dragged me away. But I still think I have a shot. Just kidding. There are several, there seem like there are several that I'm working on, I just can't think of them right now. Nothing really huge. I've done several video games recently. And I just started a new show up in Dallas at Funimation that I'm excited about. It's kind of a funny character. Not Auron, but another show, just a different show. And I just played my first character on One Piece, too. I'm excited, yeah, because, you know, I sang the songs, but I didn't get to play any of the characters. And so every time I would see Mike McFarlane, I'd be like, hey, well, I want to be in One Piece. And so finally we found one. Come in and see me, my sweet girl. You guys know who MMA Jacob is? Yeah, she's hot. Hey, did you guys see her concert last night?
Yeah! You rock her!
She is amazing. Amazing. In fact, want to sit there and join us? And I will add a chair for you know who. Make space for her. Let's see. What else? I'm working on a couple of more music albums. For the last several years, I've gotten a lot of people like, you should make a Christmas album.
You should.
And so I thought, you know, I could do that. I could do that. I like Christmas. I like Jesus. And be born. So I started working on that, and I'd love to get it. I've already, you know what, I'm such a dork. I do everything backwards. I've already designed all of the artwork. Like the whole CD and the artwork's all done. I just haven't recorded anything. So maybe I'll run out of time, or it'll be like me standing with like a little microphone going, oh, wait a manger, no before the silent night, holy night, holy night. And I'll just like sing all these Christmas songs real quick. It'll sound like I'm in my room.
It'll still be a hit.
It'll be a hit for coasters on your coffee table. To play games with. See how far you can make Vic's CD fly. I'm also going to do a second piano CD. I know that's not a lot of y'all's cup of tea. I know that, and that's totally cool.
It's mine.
Well, I know, and I love you that it's your cup of tea, but I understand that most, you know, anime fans are like, you're rocking, you know, something cool, you know, with a cool beat or whatever, and that's awesome. I love those too, but I really enjoyed making the first CD, which was called Selah. You guys want to hear where that word comes from?
Yeah.
Who knows where the word comes from?
It comes from the people word for praise or like that.
Close. Where do people see it? In what book do they see it?
Psalms.
It's in the Bible, in the Psalms. David would write a psalm, and then it would say Selah after the psalm, and then it would go to another psalm. And I did some research to see what it meant. You know what it means? This is so perfect. It's a word that means a musical pause. In other words, pause for a moment to reflect upon what you just heard. And I love that. That's exactly why I did that CD in the first place. It wasn't meant to be flashy or hard-hitting or energetic or, hey, listen to me, you know, listen to this. It was meant to create a nice atmosphere to just take the edge off after a long day of school or work or traffic jams or difficulties or A-Kon. And so I'm going to do another one. And so that's coming. And again, being the completely dyslexic person, and I've already designed all the artwork for the CD. I just need to put this together. Let's see. That reminded me of something. I can't remember what it was.
How could you be reminded that word?
What?
Then how could you be reminded if you can't remember what it was?
I know. I can't remember.
That's awkward, man.
Oh well. Couldn't have been important, right?
What's about
Okay. Oh, I was going to tell you about the Gospel of John CD. I know a lot of you got them this weekend. Did some of you get some? Oh my gosh, the majority's hand is not up. Okay, for those of you that are like, what is he talking about? He lost me again. I really got excited about 6 or 7 months ago about the idea of putting the Bible into the hands of people that may not otherwise read it. Now, a lot of you, and I know this is true, so don't deny it. A lot of you, when you think of the Bible, you think of the King James Version of the Bible. You know, in the beginning, verily, forsooth, yea, that the Lord's wrath was great. I mean, and you're like, that doesn't do anything for me. Well, that's just the way it was written back in that day, in the 1600s, by the way. That's the way they talked, and that's cool. And it was praised for being written in the language of the common person. That's why it was such a huge version, a huge translation. Well, there are a lot of really cool translations out there now, and one of them that I've fallen in love with is called The Message. It's amazing. It's very contemporary. It's very conversational. It's very easy to get into, and it's very powerful. So I decided I'm going to record myself reading the entire book of John from the Bible. 21 chapters, and I'm going to dramatize like the characters. I'll change my voice a little bit. So like when the Pharisees are talking, or Peter's talking to Jesus, or Jesus will have a certain calm about him, you know, or Pilate may sound a certain way, and make it fun to listen to, and basically make it like an audiobook. And then I got done with it, and I thought, you know what would really be cool? It would be if I played the piano underneath the whole thing. Make it easier to listen to. Help them use music to help reinforce the emotion of the story, whatever's happening in the chapters. So I did it, but the whole purpose all along was not to make any money off of it. People are like, why don't you just charge $1? I'm like, no, I'm not charging $0.25, because I don't want anybody anywhere to say Vic's just trying to make money, because that's not what I'm doing. This is my gift to people that love my work. That you guys that support what I do, and you like the work that I've done, I wanted to give something that is very precious to me back to you. So I worked on it for a long time, you guys. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be when I started. But it took a long time, but then I got donations from many of my friends who thought this is a really great idea. And I made a whole bunch of copies so that I could give them away for free at conventions. I brought a whole bunch, and they're gone now. That's awesome. And I also want you to know that they're on the Risen Bull Rangers website for free download.
Yeah!
So if you're interested, if you didn't get one and you'd like to hear this, go to the Rangers website, and right on the home page it says Gospel of John Project. You click on it, and you can download 2 big monster files. So, like, start downloading, go get a college education, and come back, and it'll be done downloading. Okay, I think that's kind of up to date. I'm doing a lot of conventions this year, and A-Kon is always one of my favorites. It's kind of like home because I live in Houston, and I work up here in Dallas a lot. So I'm so glad you guys are here. You have made this an amazing weekend. Sure. I mean,
I have to be back in Nashville by tomorrow.
You rock, Emma!
yeah, give Emma a big hand. That's it for home. See you, Bernie. Love y'all.